so you know. You're kicking it with K, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh, let's go. It's time to turn up your radio. Vibes will flow, just so you know. You're kicking it with K.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in again to Kicking It with K. Marie podcast. Of course, I'm your girl, K. Marie, and welcome. So, I'd like to start off saying for those who are watching me for the very, very first time, I'm just going to quickly just tell you what I'm about and what this podcast is about. So, we're a podcast for the culture. I love my community, and I invite experts on the show to give advice. So, here you will get advice, you will learn, you will think, and you will have fun, because I like to bring educational things to the awareness. And also I like to have fun because we also have the relationship panel. Y'all know they some fools, including myself. And we will, since this is April, so I'm gonna try to schedule something either this month or May because I want the next relationship panel show to be live, and it's going to be in the evening because they've been asking to do that. So we're going to do that. So get your questions ready. If you have a question that you want to ask the relationship panel, go ahead and you can DM me. You can email me, whatever platform that you listen to me on. You can leave a comment. Like, I have a question. So go ahead and do that. And you can find us on Instagram and Facebook with the handle at K Marie Podcast. We are also on YouTube for your visual pleasure. Kicking it with K Marie. And then we're on every streaming platform except for Title. Now, let me just let you know why, except for Title, because I know I am the podcast for the culture, but it's just Title. They're only allowing certain people at the moment, and they're testing out, I guess, their podcast to see if it's something that they really want to do, but they have a few on there now. So that's the only reason why I am not on Title, but everywhere else, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, Pandora, all the streaming platforms you can find us. Okay, so this is April, and you know that we do series every month, and this series is the New Ventures series. Okay, um this series is we're going to meet a few people this month who have started some new ventures, and I want to get to know them a little bit better and their new ventures and promote those ventures. Okay. So today we're going to kick it off with our guest. I've seen her article on blacknews.com on one of the social media outlets, Facebook. I was just doing my scrolling. And so I do subscribe or like the page of Black News because I like to know what's going on in our community and who's making impacts in our community and just some good old Black news because y'all know that in the regular news, you don't hardly hear good stuff. So that's why I like that platform. So I came across our guest story on blacknews.com and I was like, you know what? I want to know more. So I reached out, she accepted, and let me go ahead and introduce her. So today's guest is Teresa Jacqueline Meade. She is from Annapolis, Maryland, but she now resides in Elkridge, Maryland. She is married, the oldest of three girls, and she works a full-time job. She is a veteran and also owns Jack and Joe's Coffee, which is an online coffee brand, which started in 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. The brand was started to honor her mother and grandfather who she loves dearly and who shared her love for coffee. Currently, she has coffee tastings, pop-up shops, and more until she opened her first brick and mortar. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Teresa Jacqueline Meade. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Kay. How are you, Kay Marie?
I'm well, thank you, thank you. Again, I just want to thank you. I told you offline. I just want to thank you again publicly for just coming on and accepting the invitation because, like I said, I like to. hear stories, inspirational stories, different stories about us. And I also like to promote, what we're doing. So thank you again for accepting.
Thank you for the invite.
Oh, thanks. So you guys know that this season, season 3, I started a new segment called What in the World? Okay. And today, y'all, my goodness, this is like a story about dumb criminals. He was dumb. Okay, so let's listen to this, Teresa. So a Florida man was arrested after stealing a crossbow. A crossbow. You know how big they are, right?
Right.
A crossbow by stuffing it down his trousers. Uh-huh. So, oh, we're gonna put his name out there because he Darren Durant,
Mm,
46. It says used a pair of cutting tools to remove the security tag on a Raven Rio crossbow. Um, it says the suspect has been arrested for allegedly stealing the crossbow by stuffing it down his pants. Um, it was on True Value at the True Value store on the 2nd of February. It said a 46-year-old can be, and I've tried to get the video, but it just wasn't working for me to actually show on the show. But it says the 46-year-old can be seen walking into the shop with a crutch before taking a pair of cutting tools and removing the security tag on the crossbow. He can be seen shoving the weapon down the front of his trousers before walking out. They arrested him. They're looking at him like, I know this fool didn't just stuff a big old crossbow.
right.
And y'all can see that on YouTube. Just put in like man stuffs crossbow in his pants, so and it looks stupid. And then he get back on the one crutch after he stuffed it in his because he had like on some sweatpants.
Right.
I'm like, really, dude?
Why do you have time to do this, first of all? And why are you? What's the point? The crutches, he probably didn't even need the crutches. You know what I mean? He
Right,
just
right.
wanted to come in and distract everybody. I'm crazy. What in the world?
Right?
Crazy.
I just, it just blows my mind sometimes with these dumb criminals. He had to be on something. Something. He had to be on something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. But okay, so enough of Mr. Durant and his crazy antics. Teresa. So I want to get into you're a veteran. What
Yes, ma'am.
branch? What
I was in
branch?
the Army.
The Army for how long?
Yes. 8 years.
Wow.
Yes.
How did you like that?
I didn't. But I went in. I'm gonna you
Hey,
want me
be
to
real. We're real here.
I'm
So
gonna be honest. So I went to Georgia, I'll make it fast, to visit one of my friends. I went to a bookstore, Barnes and Nobles.
Mhm.
I signed up for the Army
Oh,
at the bookstore in Georgia. Yes, I'm from
wait.
Annapolis, like I told you. Right.
Okay, wait a minute. So I'm trying to wrap my head around it because I'm a planner. I'm a planner. I don't do I do some stuff spontaneous, but for the majority of the time I am a planner. So you just went into Barnes and Noble, and unbeknownst to you, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for the Army. Is that how that went down?
Right. My family was so upset because I was supposed to go to college, and they were like, are you playing? Are you like, how are you going to survive? Like, they were devastated, but it was a good opportunity. I met a lot of friends. I have a lot of benefits. It gives me the upper hand, in a lot of instances. I don't know what I was doing. I was supposed to be going to get a book. I don't know.
So okay, all right. What year was this?
2006.
Okay, so take just briefly, just walk me through 2006, right? And what day was it?
I'm thinking because my friend from Annapolis, she moved to Georgia. She was like, do you want to come and see me? I'm graduating. I don't even remember where she was graduating from. Come and see me. I said, sure. She wanted to get something from Barnes and Nobles. I went.
Okay.
Leaving out of there, they were like,
signed up for the Army.
I said, sure.
Enlisted.
I don't have anything else to do. Sure. Sure.
Girl, oh my God. Okay.
And she was like, I'll go with you. We'll do the battle buddy system. I went to take my ASVAB. I passed. She didn't. So I ended up going by myself.
Oh my God.
Right. Right. I can't make this up. Right.
Oh my good. Oh, I remember that ASVAB because I was in high school. I was in ROTC. We was the only in Detroit, the only Navy ROTC in the public schools. And I was tricked into that. My mom was like, just do it 2 years. Just give me 2 years. I'm like, ugh, okay. So and I remember taking like the practice like ASVAB or whatever, and I have a military family. You know, my brother he's a veteran from the Air Force. He was in there a little over 10 years, and a cousin, you know, retired from the Navy, all of that.
Right.
So grandfather. But so you just wow.
I was the first one. They were like, what are you doing? And we lived, you know, where our house is in Annapolis, down the street from the Navy. They were like, you couldn't go to the Navy? You go to the Army? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Wow. So, but you spent 8 years. So you signed up, because it's like 4 years increments, right? So, okay. So it was something that you liked about it. So because you enlisted, right?
I did. It was very challenging. So anything that, you know, is a challenge. Plus, I met some people I have a friend from Guam, like, you know, all over.
Okay.
And I ended up, when I first went into basic, meeting people from Baltimore. So I'm like, this is like being at home. You know, I have a whole little tribe here. I'm going to stay. So,
right. Okay. Wow. That's fascinating. I've never heard like of an enlisting or story like that where, wow. Okay.
Me either.
I know, you know, I have friends that are spontaneous, but I don't know if they're that spontaneous. But hey, it worked out, right?
Yes, it did.
Good.
It really did.
That's good. So let's talk coffee.
Yes.
So in the bio, your love from coffee comes from your mother and grandfather?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my mother introduced me to Whole Foods and Starbucks at a very young age.
Okay.
We could not go anywhere without her white chocolate mocha and a cup of ice. And a cup of ice. So even, you know, when I was little, I was like, okay, coffee. Go to my granddad's. He was a chef, but he always had the coffee going.
Okay.
And naturally, I'm a hyper person anyway, as you can see. And, you know, we just would drink coffee, talk, you know, look through pictures, just do whatever. But every single day there was coffee.
Okay.
So in 2017, I got married.
Okay.
3 months before I got married, my mom was rushed to the hospital. So I'm away with my then fiance, whatever. My dad calls. He's like, you know, your mom just stopped breathing. I was like, what? Because I was on my way back to Annapolis to pick out the dresses that we were going to wear for the wedding.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have to be playing. You have to be playing. So my brand is based around my best friend, my mother. A few years prior, before my mom passed, my grandfather had passed. So I was just like, you know, with the pandemic, with everything that was going on, it was just like, I couldn't think. I couldn't focus. You know, I prayed. I was like, I just need something. I need something to honor my family, to keep me motivated. I mean, I have my job, I have my husband, I have, you know, my family, but I just needed something else. And as hard as I work for everyone else, I need to work this hard for myself. My dad is an entrepreneur. My grandfather was. I went to sleep, woke up. Out of my sleep, I wrote down Jack and Joe's. Started doodling because I saw everything in my dream. A month and something later, I got the website built, started finding customers, and that was it.
Okay. So you got you got like, okay, because I'm a believer now. I got some things too from like dreams, you know. So that's where you got like the image. Yeah. So I'm an avid coffee drinker. I like to say I'm a coffee elitist snob
Okay.
because because I don't do like the commercial stuff like the
Right.
Starbucks and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't do that. I like okay, I want to say real coffee, but again, hey, I'll put out there. I already know. I know I'm a coffee snob. I know this.
Right.
So I like it from different, like El Salvador, from different countries and things like that. So and me personally, I've been drinking coffee. I was sneaking it when I
Hmm.
was like little, like 11 or so, but my
Right.
mom let me drink it when I little bit older. So I love coffee. So
Yes.
explain to us what type of coffees do you have, and your process of getting your online store together, just in case some people are listening and they're like, I want to start something online too. So just take us through that process if you don't mind.
Okay, so what I did was researched. I researched what kind of coffee I wanted. The coffee comes from Kenya,
Mm,
Tanzania, and Ethiopia. So it's drop
yes.
shipped. It comes to you from California. So I don't physically house the coffee in my house unless I'm having a big pop up, which I am coming up next week, the week after. So I
Okay.
buy, the coffee to sell and to, have my tastings. But the coffee comes to you between 5 and 7 days. I have K cups. Our top seller is Cinnabon, a little hint of
Mm,
cinnamon, a little hint of, you think you're having a little cinnamon from the mall or something. It's really good.
okay.
Most people drink it black. I do as well sometimes.
Okay.
But when I use creamer, I use almond milk creamer. So
Okay.
that is what I use. We also have K cups. So people love the K cups for work.
Hmm.
You can have it in your desk. You don't have to say, excuse me, when you're at work trying to brew the coffee,
Hmm.
you have your little special stash and go ahead on about your business. So
Right.
yes.
I'm gonna have to get them K cups. I do
Yes.
have. Of course, we have a Keurig at the job. So yeah, is it a dark roast or medium roast or light roast?
So we have dark, medium, and light roast. What we sell the most is medium,
Okay.
a medium roast. So one of our medium roasts is, I actually have it here, Cinnabon.
Okay.
It's 12 ounces. Cowboy blend that is also a medium roast, but that has hints of vanilla and cocoa. It's one of my favorites.
Mm.
Yes, yes, yes. We have decaf, whatever you need, Valley Blue, French vanilla, donut shop. And before I promoted it, I bought, a big bulk, tasted everything, so
Mhm.
I can recommend and, know
Right.
what's going on. Because these taste buds are right. I've been drinking it for so long. I mean, I shouldn't.
Right. See, I need a fellow coffee snob to recommend coffee to me, because like I said, I'm a real coffee drinker.
Yes.
But and I like real coffee. So I like that. Okay.
Thank you very much. And I
And you need
also
to
visit. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say you can also because I have it in the description of the episode anyway, but for those who are listening, they're at work or they're getting ready or whatever, and they want to just jot it down, where can they find your website?
So I'm on Instagram. My name
Okay,
is Teresa Jacqueline _M on Instagram, and the link to Jack and Joe's Coffee is in my bio.
gotcha.
Yes,
Okay, and I'm
ma'am.
sorry I interrupted you. So what were you gonna continue to say about your coffee?
Oh, it's okay. I was gonna say I visit different coffee shops. So I go to coffee shops everywhere.
Mhm.
Charlotte, Houston, DC, Baltimore, every weekend. So that I know what's new, what's coming out, different techniques. I had two mentors. I'm serious about this thing. One of my
Okay.
mentors, Culture Coffee too. Her name is Miss V in DC. She's 70 years old. She's been in the game forever. We have a coffee group. It's
Mm.
30 of us from all around the world. We meet the first Tuesday of every month. To
That's
talk about,
local.
no, it's global.
Hmm.
To talk about new techniques that come out. We're actually going to get together and have our first like all black coffee conference soon.
Okay,
So yes,
y'all.
yes,
Yes, black excellence.
yes. Yeah, we are in this
Love
thing deep.
it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay. And that's for only for those who are in the coffee business, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Black coffee. Well,
Yes, yes,
black conference. Okay. With coffee entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurship seems like it runs. It's in your blood. It runs in your
yeah.
family.
hmm
So is this the first time that you've had your own business or started your own business, or is it something that because some people are like serial entrepreneurs, they have more than one. Do you see yourself doing something else?
Oh, yes, I'm going to have more than one venture. I started working with my grandfather in his catering business at 7.
Okay.
So we were helping set up the tables, do the place settings. My father owns an electrical company. He's been in business 31 years. I wire houses on the weekend, do whatever we need to do. My
Hold up.
mom, yes,
Wait.
yes.
So you a coffee owner,
Mhm.
you like the female Bob Vila. I don't know if some millennials or some Gen Z's probably like, who is that? Or I'm like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, whatever we need to do. Because my mom used to keep the books for him. She passed away, so I'm next. I had to step up. So whatever my dad needs, we all. But we definitely wire houses, change outlets, whatever. And if I couldn't, he'd be upset. So I can't.
Right. I
Yes.
can only
Yes.
imagine. Like,
He does
look,
not play.
you ain't gonna be
Right.
out here embarrassing me.
Right. And that's him. Yes. So when people tell him, I'm proud of your daughter, he said, yeah, she better get this right. She should know enough by now. But yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So, what's next for Jack and Joe's?
What's next is a brick and mortar. I've had, I'd say, a potential opportunity to move into a space. I'm still debating because of the location.
Mhm.
So eventually, I'll figure this thing out. With COVID and everything, I don't want to just jump out there. I don't want
Exactly.
a space that's too big. Of course, the space that I have is going to be for, creatives like myself. It's not just going to be
Yeah.
a coffee shop. It's going to
Okay.
be sipping paint. It's going to be party and paint. It's going to be
Okay.
gospel and paint. It's going to be
Okay.
trap and paint. It's going to be everything in paint.
Okay. So it's
So,
like you're gonna use it for multiple uses. I
yes,
got
ma'am.
that. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes. 1,000%.
So okay, so I know I read it in the bio. So you do want a physical location.
I do.
Okay.
But of course online works. I mean, I
It
can, like I said,
does.
I have a full-time job. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a vet, so I can do my job. I just have my phone. I process the orders. I can be anywhere and still, communicating, answering
Mm-hmm.
emails. So I'll never shut that down. Never.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want a brick and mortar because I love to visit coffee shops.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
got
it's something that I love to do every week. So yeah.
I mean, it's just because being a creative, it's just nice to be in that type of space because
Mhm.
a lot of us got our start in like coffee houses, like making up our business plans or our coming up with new ideas and stuff like that. Because it was one that I used to frequent all the time. It was like a mom and pop. Um, they were Romanian, and
Mhm.
they sold like paninis, all kind of stuff, and cakes, and it was just so quaint books around, just
Mhm.
very inviting. And then you had another one where they have music, somebody playing live music or poetry readings or something like that. So I like the feel
Mhm.
of a coffee house, and I think you don't have too many of those now. But like I said, 'cause there are more of the commercial, the Starbucks and this and that. But as far as like the independent, the coffee houses with that feel, it's really not too many of them.
Mhm.
Hmm.
One of them that I do visit, like I was saying before, is NDC, my
Mhm.
mentors. And she has sipping paints and whatever you can think of. It's so
Mhm.
welcoming. The first day that I rode past her shop, I was like, pull the car over. Jumped out of the car, went in. It was just something that drew me in. We've been friends ever since. And it's just been since last year. And I was like,
Okay.
you know what? I'm gonna be your mentee. And now she told me Saturday, she was like, now you can be my mentor. You know so much, you're so driven, you're so like, no, I'm just hyper. It's that coffee. But she is so inspirational. Just the people
Mhm.
that come into her establishment. most of them, it's DC. It's predominantly Black.
Yes.
You have people in office, you have book readings, you have people that own franchises. It's a Chick-fil-A that's about to open. African American man, he's about to open that. You have people working on IT. You have, just different types of people that stay all day, log into your. I just love that. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's wonderful. And you said something too that I think a lot of budding, up and coming entrepreneurs should really get a hold of, and that is getting a mentor. Having someone that is already successful in doing what you want to do. I think that is just so important. And it's so important too, like once you get to your status, to be that for someone else too.
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing that I learned at a young age: give back, help. Yes. I give back now. I'll give you the shoes off my feet. I was raised like that. My dad had someone that he learned from. My grandfather had someone that he learned from. My mother, helped her father, who's my grandfather, who's an entrepreneur. So, I mean, it's just in my blood. My mentor is like, I just want to help you. All you have to do is give back. My other mentor, my business mentor. I have one coffee mentor, one business mentor. Because I know that is important, for me to be successful. I can't be the only one here that knows everything. If I'm the best at the table, I need a new table.
Come on. I know that's right.
Yes. They have everything.
Repeat that. You know what? Repeat that again for somebody in the back who didn't hear.
If I am the best at the table, I need a new table.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. So
I like that.
Thank you.
I'm just, it's just really inspiring when you talk to people who are actually doing things. It should inspire, and that's what I really wanted to convey on this show for this episode today. Is hopefully your story will light a fire under someone, or finally, get that idea from their head to paper and just actually doing it. Because it's a lot of us out here who have a lot of gifts and talents, and we're sitting on it, because me myself, not only, do I do this podcast, but I'm a filmmaker. I just did my first film not too long ago. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm like, whenever you get your brick and mortar, I'm like, Teresa, hey,
come
girl,
on.
We're gonna be filming over here.
Come on.
So this is just to just encourage you all that's hearing this, and out of pain, out of grief, something beautiful was birthed.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter, because we all go through stuff. We all have things that happen in our lives where it's unexpected. But the thing is, and what I liked about you, again, what really drew me to wanting to even reach out to you, is that even though you had those tragedies, something something positive came out of that. You didn't sit in that, so, and it was, you did something that was a desire of your heart, and you made it come to pass. And I just, that right there is really inspirational.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're doing the doggone thing. I know I'm going to be ordering some of the coffee, like I said, some K-cups and some things. And listen, if you are listening and Teresa, you family, whatever, look, I'm a huge component of this. Pay full price. Please. Yes. Unless if she feel like she wants to give you a discount, pay full price, y'all. Come on, we got to support one another. Come on. We had to support one another and quit asking for the hookup.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. I just had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry.
Yes, let it out.
So, as we close up, is there anything, last thing that you would like my audience to know or to leave us with?
Yes. I would say, like you said before, we all go through challenges. This is a difficult time in the world for us all. Stay positive, even when you want to cuss somebody out, even when you want to be upset, even when you're down to your last dollar. There's hope. You can do it. Think of a moment that, like I think of a moment that I shared with my mom. You know what I mean? The last moments that we shared, not on her deathbed, before that. My strength comes from her. She was one of the strongest women that I know. So when I don't feel like getting up in the morning, or I don't feel like, working on my business, Jack and Joe's is honoring my family. How can I not work on a business that is named after my family? So that's another reason why I named it that. So I have no reason to be lazy, no reason to say, oh, I want to relax today, or I want to go to a party. Not that I don't like to have fun, but I'm going to work on this business every single day. Because eventually, I won't be working for someone else. I'll be working for myself full time. So that's the end goal. Just stay positive. Know that you can do it. Know that we all go through things. Just keep pushing and have faith.
That's right. Keep pushing and have faith, y'all. Thank you so much, Teresa. And once again, give out your Instagram handle so they can go to your bio and purchase some of this coffee.
It is Teresa Jacqueline, JACQULINE _ the letter M.
Yep. And again, I will have that information in the episode description of this episode. So you'll be able to click on it and go to the bio and purchase this coffee. Okay. All right. So thank you so much again, Teresa, for coming on and sharing your story. Very inspirational. And I thank you everyone for just tuning in and still, rocking with your girl, you listening, you sharing, you're liking, you're following on whatever platform that you are listening to us on. And if you have any questions or that you want to ask the relationship panel, go ahead and comment on whatever platform that you are listening to us on, or you can email me at info@kmariepodcast.com, and we will come back with someone else phenomenal that you will be meeting, who started a new venture as well. So this whole month, New Ventures is just one, again, of this inspiration, this inspiring you all, okay? And again, supporting people in our community, okay? All right. So with that being said, everyone, I will see you next week. And have a good one. Bye.
Let's go. Let's go. It's time to turn up your radio. Turn up the radio. Just so you know, you're kicking it with K. That's all I'm gonna say. You're here now.